Namaste.
Yeah, namaste.
నమస్కారం అండి.
సార్ నమస్తే.
Yeah, namaste.
నమస్తే సార్ గురుగారు.
Namaste. Namaste.
Namaste, sir.
Namaste. Anil Kumar ji, you are from?
Sir, Ghaziabad.
Okay, right.
అందులో నుంచి
Okay, so let's continue our class. And last 2 days we discussed Karatatvas of certain planets. So by these Karatatvas, you can predict whoever comes. First, about the native. You want to talk about the native. You take Jupiter as Lagna, wherever Jupiter is posited. For example, Jupiter is in Gemini, so that will be the first house. From Gemini, 159, 3711, 212, if Sun is there, then the native is a popular person. He has good name and fame. Suppose the same Jupiter is with conjoined with Moon. The native may be fickle-minded. The native may have bad habits. He likes food and traveling. And the same Jupiter is conjoined with, for example, Mars. Then he is courageous, egoistic. The native will be egoistic and domineering. And Jupiter is conjoined with Mercury. The native is knowledgeable and highly educated. Jupiter is with Venus. The native is luxurious. He will have house, vehicle, and he will enjoy comforts and luxuries. Jupiter is with Saturn. This is called Dharma Karmadi Yoga because Jupiter is in natural Bachakra. In natural Bachakra, Jupiter is 9th house lord and Saturn is 10th house lord, karma plus dharma. Dharma Karmadi Yoga. So Jupiter and Saturn are connected, then the native will get highest position in whatever field he may be. And anyhow, Jupiter is with Saturn, the native is workaholic. Work governing planet, Saturn, workaholic. And Jupiter is with Rahu, he may be greedy, unethical. And Jupiter is with Rahu plus fortune planets like, for example, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus. Then he will have investigative mind. And Jupiter is with Ketu, then the native will be detached from the world. And at the same time, this is also called, this is a yoga, Jupiter plus Ketu, Dvajakirti yoga. It denotes the native will get name and fame again. And anyhow, the native is pious and detached and spiritual and moksha. He will have divinity and interested in moksha vidya. In the similar way, you take any planet. You want to talk about your father, somebody's father. You take Sun as Lagna. From Sun, you take 1, 5, 9, 3, 7, 11, 2, 12. Suppose Sun is with Moon, father is fickle-minded. Sun is with Mars, father is egoistic. Sun is with Mercury, father is knowledgeable, educated. Sun is with Jupiter, this is called Jivatma Samyoga. Father will be in highest position, whatever field it may be. Highest position, respectable person. Father is a respectable person. And Sun is with Venus, father is a rich man. And he has good properties. Sun is with Saturn, father may be in service, most probably government service. Please mute yourself, all of you. And I will give you time to interact with me. And Sun is with Saturn. It may be in service, it may be government, or anyhow father is workaholic. And Sun is with Rahu. Father may be greedy and unethical. And Sun is with, for example, Ketu. Father is pious, spiritual, and detached. Like this, you take any planet. For example, you want to talk about wife. You take Venus as Lagna. From Venus, in 1, 5, 9, 3, 7, 11, 2, 12, Sun is there. Then wife is a popular person, maybe politician or public personality. Wife has good name and fame in the society. And Venus is with Moon. Wife is fickle-minded. Venus is with Mars. Wife is brave and courageous and domineering and egoistic. And Venus is with Mercury. Wife is knowledgeable, educated. Venus is with Jupiter. Wife is a respectable personality in the society. Highest position she gets, whatever field she may be in. And Venus is with Rahu, and wife may be greedy, unethical. And Venus is with Ketu, wife is pious. And Venus is a planet, Ketu is a planet of detachment, as we discussed yesterday. So the native may be detached from his wife. Venus and Ketu are connected. So like this, you can talk about anybody in the family. Suppose Rahu is grandfather. Rahu is with Sun. Grandfather is a public personality, popular personality. Rahu is with Moon. So grandfather moves from one place to another place, settled somewhere. And he is also fickle-minded. He may have illicit relations with others. Grandfather. Rahu is with Mars. Grandfather is egoistic. I'm talking about father's father. And Rahu is with Mercury. Grandfather is educated. Rahu is with Jupiter. Grandfather is a prestigious and respectable person in the society. And Rahu is with Venus. Grandfather is rich, and at the same time, whatever treasury grandfather hides, the native will get. And Rahu is with Saturn. Grandfather is workaholic and maybe in service, or Rahu combinations we can predict about grandfather's nature and what kind of person he is. And finally now, generally whoever comes, you predict about the native. Next is profession. What kind of professions he can do. From Saturn, you take Saturn as Lagna, and in your horoscope, Saturn can be anywhere. You check now. From Saturn in 159, 3711, 212, Sun is there. The native may be in government service. Please mute yourself, all of you. Please mute yourself. If you want to talk to me, I will give you time. Just note down the points. And Saturn is with Sun, then the native is in service, maybe or in politics. Saturn is with Moon, the native may do professions like liquid and food transport related professions. He may be in liquid food and transport related professions. Saturn is with Mars, the native may be in technical field or engineering or police, defense, army, sports, and electricity department or fire department. And Mercury, the native may do any business. And Jupiter, when it comes to Jupiter, this is Dharma Karma Yoga. In whatever field the native may be, he will get highest position. Anyhow, teaching. Jupiter is a teaching, and if he is in politics minister, he will become minister. So if he is in, for example, law, he will become judge like that. And Venus. Saturn is with Venus, he may be in banking service and money lending business and chartered accountancy. And Saturn is, for example, with Rahu, shade, computer, TV, cinema, graphics, printing, publishing, this type of profession. And Saturn is with Ketu, the native may be in Moksha Karaka related, relief giving professions like law, medicine, pharma, chemicals, occult science, spirituality. So like this, you can predict about the NATO's profession. And let us see some examples. So, for example, let's take Arvind Kejriwal horoscope. North Indian people are there. That's why I'm showing here this like this. And so in this horoscope, what are good yogas the native has? From Saturn, from Jupiter, Saturn is in the 9th house. From Jupiter, Saturn is in the 9th house. Jupiter is the native. He is workaholic, and moreover, Jupiter is 9th lord and Saturn is 10th lord in natural Bachakra. I'm not taking the Lagna of this horoscope. I'm taking natural Bachakra. This is called Dharma Karmadi Yoga. If Dharma Karmadi Yoga is also connected to Rahu, that is called Raja Yoga. Here in his horoscope, actually, Saturn is retro. Saturn is here retro. So when Saturn is retro, it aspects 12th house, previous house. So which planet is there in the previous house? Rahu. Rahu is in the previous house. So what is the combination now? Jupiter plus Saturn plus Rahu. This combination gives the native highest position in any field. If the native is in politics, it may be CM, PM. The native is in government, IAS, IPS, secretary, highest positions. The native is in business tycoon, like we can say just like uh, any business tycoon.
Anil Ambani,
Anil
Mukesh
Ambani,
Ambani.
Mukesh Ambani, or we can say. And in any field, law, for example, the native will become judge if he is in law. If he is in teaching field, he will become the principal, or uh, we can say university professor. The native will become
Head of the
professor.
institution.
Yes, highest
Head
position.
of the institution.
Vice Chancellor. Vice Chancellor. Suppose he is in finance department. So, for example, finance department, IRS officer, Indian Revenue Service. Here, Arvind Kejriwal actually, he was an IRS officer in Indian Revenue Service. And it may be IPS or IAS, IRS, this type of cadres if they are in government service. So Jupiter Saturn, when they are connected, that is called Dharma Karma Yoga. Very good yoga in Brigu and Nadi. And if it is conjoined with Rahu, then the native actually will get highest positions. That's why he became CM. And I will show you some other chief minister. And anyhow, one point I want to tell you in this horoscope. Actually, he stepped down as CM. Why? Because Saturn is actually in Gochara, where is Saturn? Saturn is
Kumbh Rashi.
actually where? In Kumbh
Kumbharash.
Gochara Shani. Actually, Gochara Shani is retro, you know, all of you.
Yes.
This month it is going to be direct. So, retro planet actually aspects previous house. So, that's why Saturn is supposed to be in the previous house. So, that's why we can say Saturn is here in the 10th house. What is the 10th one? That is Makar Rashi. From Makara, it is aspecting Kanya. Kanya is Ketu. Whenever Saturn aspects Ketu, the native will lose his job, or his job may be changed, or sometimes the native will resign or he will be terminated. So Arvind Kejriwal stepped down as chief minister because the transit Saturn is aspecting Ketu. And one more thing is here, whenever transit Saturn aspects Ketu, legal problems and arrest imprisonment also. So actually when Saturn becomes retro, so Saturn is aspecting Ketu in his horoscope. That's why he was imprisoned. That's why he was imprisoned, and anyhow, after he came out, he resigned due to the forces of circumstances. Due to the force of circumstances. So here one point I am giving you one clue is here. Whenever Saturn is aspecting Ketu, transit Saturn is aspecting natal Ketu, or transit Ketu is aspecting natal Saturn, the native will step down, he will resign, or he will be terminated. So if it is a politician, he will be defeated in the election, or he will resign. This is what happens. I'm taking another person. He is YS Jagan Mohan Reddy. YS Jagan Mohan Reddy. The same combination as I told you, actually, in his horoscope, actually Saturn is retro. That's why Saturn is supposed to be in the previous house. In Brigu and Nadi, if any planet is retro, it is supposed to be in the previous house. So actually Saturn is retro. That's why it is supposed to be in the previous house. It is in Mesha Rasi. Okay. From Mesha Rasi, ninth house is Sagittarius. Ninth house is Sagittarius. From Mesha Rasi, I am talking about here Mesha Rasi. From Mesha Rasi, this is the ninth house. So, as I told you, from Saturn, 159, 3711, 212, we have to check. So, from Saturn, Jupiter is, and from Jupiter, Saturn is in the fifth house. From Saturn, Jupiter is in the ninth house. So, it is Dharma Karmadi Yoga. Whoever has this Dharma Karmadi Yoga may not become chief ministers. You check all chief ministers' horoscopes, and the Saturn Jupiter is connected to Rahu. Saturn Jupiter should be connected to Rahu, and moreover, Sun is also here, politics and government. This is Raja Yoga. Saturn plus Jupiter plus Rahu plus Sun. This is Raja Yoga. Whoever has these four combination, Raja Durandara, he will become king. So that's why this is a wonderful yoga. The native became chief minister because of this combination. And one more thing is here. Yesterday I was telling you, if Rahu is connected with any planet, it will expand the qualities of those planets. At the same time, it kills the persons also related to that planet. Rahu is here with the sun. Rahu is with sun. Rahu is with sun. What will happen? The native will get big popularity. Somebody, I think, please mute yourself. Singhi garu, please mute yourself. So, yesterday I told you this principle. If Rahu is connected to sun, father may die unexpectedly, untimely death. This YS Jagan Mohan Reddy, he was ex-chief minister of Andhra Pradesh recently in 2000, this 19 elections, 24 elections. He was defeated and he won actually in 2019 elections. 5 years, he was a successful chief minister, but by the irony of fate, he was defeated. Actually, people expected him to become chief minister once again, but it is a matter of destiny. He was defeated. So anyhow, as I told you, Rahu Sun are connected. The native will get big popularity. You can check in Arvind Kejriwal horoscope also. Arvind Kejriwal horoscope also. Rahu is connected. From Rahu, Sun is in the ninth house. From Rahu, Sun is in the ninth house. Okay. So from Sun, Rahu in the ninth house. You can count whatever, in whatever direction it can be. So whenever Rahu and Sun are connected, from Sun, Rahu is in the ninth house. From Sun, Rahu is in the ninth house. So big popularity. These people will get big popularity. Two states, this Arvind Kejriwal party, Aam Aadmi party, won 2 states. It's not a job. He was, after all, a government servant. Anyhow, this combination gives what? Big popularity. Popular person. And in Jagan Mohan Reddy horoscope, what happened? Rahu is with Sun. So there is a possibility when Rahu, Sun are together, degree-wise we have to check, of course, whether father would die or not. His father actually unexpectedly died. He was also Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, United Andhra Pradesh. And his father died in helicopter crash. And it is untimely death to his father. But after his father's death, he became popular and big popularity because of Rahu and Jupiter. And at the same time, Rahu is also connected with Sun, Jupiter. Jupiter plus Sun is Jivatma Samyoga, popularity yoga, and Jivatma Samyoga. This yoga, whoever has Jupiter Sun, Jupiter is JV, Sun plus Atma. Sun is Atma. This is called Jivatma. In Brigu Nadi, this is a yoga, Jivatma. The people will get name and fame, popularity. As Rahu is also aligned with these two planets, the native got big popularity, big name and fame. Okay, this is a wonderful yoga when Saturn is also aspecting. So because it is retro, so when Saturn is aspecting the four planets, Saturn, Jupiter, Rahu, Sun, whoever has this combination, so they will become Raja Yogas. They will get Raja Yogas. Even in Arvind Kejriwal horoscope also, the same thing is there. You see, Saturn is retro and connecting Rahu. Jupiter, Saturn, retro and connecting Rahu. Rahu is already connected to Sun. So the four planets are connected. Jupiter, Saturn, Rahu and Sun. That's why Raja Durandara Yoga. So like Chief Minister, Prime Minister, this type of highest positions these people will get. Whoever has these combinations. Now, how Arvind Kejriwal stepped down when transit Saturn is by being retro, it is aspecting Ketu. Even YS Jagan Mohan also was defeated as a transit Saturn is aspecting Ketu. So this is how accurately we can predict through Brigu Nadi. One will win the one can win or defeat. It is very easy to predict. So please don't disturb the screen. Sometimes what happened if you check, there will be scratches. You see in this horoscope, transit Saturn is when election was going on in May, month of May. When the result was came out, transit Saturn was in Kumbh Rashi. From here it is aspecting fifth house Ketu in YS Jagan Mohan Reddy horoscope. That's why he was defeated. That's why he was defeated. And I will take you one more Chief Minister horoscope, and you can predict political predictions also. You can give if you know if you understand Brigu Nadi very well. Now I will take KCR K Chandrasekhar Rao KCR horoscope. He was Telangana Chief Minister, but he was also defeated recently in 2019-18 elections. Kaluvkuntla Chandrasekhar Rao. You see, in this horoscope, when elections was going on, transit Saturn was in Kumbh Rashi. And it was also aspecting Ketu, like YS Jagan Mohan Reddy horoscope. Even in YS Jagan Mohan Reddy horoscope also same. You see, from here, Saturn is aspecting here from Kumbh Rashi, the fifth house, that is actually Midhuna Rashi, Gemini, Ketu is there. So whenever Saturn aspect Ketu or Ketu is aspecting Saturn, they will be defeated. You see how wonderful it is. I have shown you recent elections, 3 elections. So Arvind Kejriwal stepped down. Election was not there. And Jagan Mohan, 1 year ago, Kalavakuntla Chandrasekhar Rao, TRS party in Telangana state, he was defeated. And recently in 2024 May elections, YS Jagan Mohan Reddy, he was defeated. So it is very easy to predict things like this in Brigu and Nadi. So you can predict anything like this. And now I'm coming to marriages, multi-marriages. So why I am focusing certain subjects? Because these people cannot predict properly. That's why political prediction, all the people cannot give properly. So that's why if you understand the concept, you will be impressed. That's why I'm taking certain examples. And marriage, multi-marriages. I will show you 3 to 4 charts. And for North Indian style of Kundalini, because all my material is in South Indian Kundali. In classes, generally, I train South Indian Kundali. That's why there will be no issue for North Indian people. Don't worry. If you want to continue my advanced classes, you want to predict multi-marriages. How simple, how easy it is. If you know BNN. So suppose foreign husband, you can simply predict things like that, like foreign husband. So in female horoscope, husband is Mars, as we discussed yesterday. If Mars is connected to Ketu in 1592610, in general, it is one rule only. We have different rules, 2 or 3 rules. Because these are the just like demo classes, I am giving only one example. You know, Samantha Ruth, she is a South Indian heroine, famous heroine, and she has Mars Ketu combination. She was divorced. She got divorced. And Sanya Mirza, you know, Sanya Mirza. And you see, in any horoscope, Sun, Venus, Mercury are connected, possibility of love marriage. This is one rule. But Sun, Venus, Mercury should be in the same house. 90% of the people get love marriage. Venus, Sun, Mercury are connected. And in our horoscope also, Mars is with Ketu. Mars is with Ketu. 1 minute, please. Ma'am, I am in the class. Can you call me after half an hour? So, okay. So, Mars is with Ketu. That's why she was also recently, you know, Sanya Mirza was last year, I think she got divorced. And simple rules, actually, very simple rules you can learn. And I want to show you here. If Mars is outside Rahu Ketu family circle, most probably the native may marry a foreigner. Here, this is our client from USA. She was basically an Indian origin, but she was born there. And here Saturn is outside and Mars is inside of the family circle. As I told you yesterday, The planets, all the planets should be one side and one or two planets should be outside. So Saturn is here, exchanged with Mars, Parivartana Yoga, because Saturn is in Aries and Mars is in Kumbha Rashi. That's why what happens here is there is an exchange and Mars goes outside. So this guy actually came India and married an Indian. She was born in USA. So India will be, though Indian origin, India will be foreign. So Indian, she got married with Indian, and again she takes her husband to America with her. So if you take Sonia Gandhi horoscope, for example, in Sonia Gandhi horoscope, Mars will be outside Rahu Ketu family circle. How easy to predict even foreign husband. I'm just testing you, Brughendradi.
Sir, instead of scrolling up and down, you can actually search, sir.
Yeah, of course.
Control F.
Yeah, that is okay, but I'm not sure exactly where it is. Okay, you see, if you take Sonia Gandhi horoscope, Mars is outside. That's why she was an Italian and she married an Indian. So, if Mars is outside Rahu Ketu family circle, husband may be foreigner, husband may be other caste, other religion, other country. This is possible. Suppose she married the same community, same nation, then she will be divorced. Her husband will be in the US, wife will be in India, and husband will be in Dubai, wife will be in India. There is a separation. So partial separation at least. So you can check in any horoscope. Rahu Ketu outside, Mars is there in female horoscope. Most probably, so intercaste marriage with other caste, other religion, other country. So foreign. So like this, uh, thumb rules are there in BNN. Very thumb rules are there. We have only 1 minute left, and you please come once again. I will give you. I will show you 2 or 3 charts. So you will be interested. Later, I will clarify your doubts. Please come once again after 2 minutes.